Okay, so are you ready to really dive deep today?
Always.
Good answer. We're going to be looking at this contest by it's called Kintsugi,
Oh, interesting.
and it's, part of Project Plain Talk.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
I have, yeah. It's a pretty fascinating project, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to dig into it.
Me too.
They're asking some really, really interesting questions, sort of about, well, us.
Yeah.
About how we live in the modern world and all the things that affect us.
Yeah, and I think what makes this contest so cool is that Kintsugi and Project Plain Talk in general, they're all about sparking genuine conversations, right?
Right.
They want to hear about your experiences, your perspectives.
Right.
They even call it the lived experiences of modern humans, which I think is a really interesting way to phrase it.
That is a very interesting way to put it. And they're bringing up these questions that, we probably don't think about often enough, but that are kind of always there.
Yeah.
Like how much do cell phones really impact us,
Yeah.
I mean, we know we use them all the time, but is it deeper than that?
Right.
Could it even be biological?
Mm.
Or what about genes versus, and this is a new term for me, memes?
Mm.
How do those shape who we are?
Yeah.
And this is a classic.
Yeah.
Does life imitate art, or is it the other way around?
Ooh, that's a good one.
So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get into it.
Let's do it. I'm curious too, these aren't questions with easy answers, are they?
Right, exactly. It's more about how do we even approach these things?
Yeah. Yeah. And how do they, make you think about your own life?
Right. Yeah, exactly. How do we look at the world around us through the lens of these questions? So maybe let's just jump right in.
Okay.
Cell phones. Okay. I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't have one these days. They're glued to our hands.
Pretty much, yeah.
But have you ever really stopped to think about how that might be changing us?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, even down to our cells, biologically.
That's a big question, and it's something that researchers are really looking into, right? There's a lot of research now about things like excessive screen time, especially right before bed,
Okay. Yeah.
and how that can mess with our sleep cycles because it suppresses melatonin production.
Wow. Yeah, that makes total sense.
But it's not just sleep, right?
Oh. Well-
Some research is starting to suggest potential links between too much screen time and things like anxiety and depression.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, I was going to say, I was thinking, bad posture from hunching over our phones all the time.
Yeah.
But you're going way deeper than that.
Oh, it goes deep.
Okay, wow.
Some studies even hint at a possible connection with cognitive decline.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's that's the biological side.
Yeah.
What about behaviorally?
Right. Well, how do you think cell phones have changed the way we communicate in general?
I mean, I feel because we're always bombarded with information, right?
Yeah.
Constantly texting, scrolling through social media. Does that actually make us better communicators overall? Or are we losing some of the nuance and depth
Right.
of actually talking to someone face to face?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, think about it. We're always connected in a way,
Right.
but are we more isolated?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a really good point. Okay. So next up, this whole gene versus meme thing, I got to admit, I get genes,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
the blueprints, right?
Yeah, the building blocks.
Building blocks
Yeah.
for our bodies, yeah. But what exactly is a meme?
Okay, so think of a meme as an idea or a behavior or even a style that spreads from person to person.
Okay.
So, that viral dance challenge that everyone was doing on TikTok a while back?
Oh, yeah, right.
That's a meme.
Okay.
But memes, they're more than just, silly trends.
Right.
They can really shape our beliefs, our values, even our sense of identity, I think.
So are you saying these memes are almost competing with our genes in a way?
In a way, yeah. Which one's influencing us more?
Oh, wow.
It's pretty fascinating. There's actually a whole field called memetics that studies this,
No kidding.
Yeah. It looks at how memes evolve and spread, kind of like genes do, and how they shape culture, and even drive societal change.
Wow, okay.
Think about how fast a catchy slogan or a really powerful image can spread around the world these days thanks to social media, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's memes in action.
That is really kind of mind-blowing. So we're all just part of this giant memetic ecosystem then.
Yeah, I think so. Constantly influencing and being influenced by the ideas that are just floating around us all the time.
Whoa. Okay. That leads perfectly into this next question. Um, life imitating art, art imitating life.
Ooh, yes.
Have you ever thought about, like, some of those dystopian novels that predicted technologies we use today?
All the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like social movements that were kind of like sparked by art,
Yeah.
and then they go on to like change history.
Right.
It's a really wild back and forth, isn't it?
It's this fascinating, complex interplay.
It's like that famous painting, what's it called? The Scream.
Oh, yeah.
It captures that like feeling of dread, right?
Yeah.
Existential dread, which feels really relevant in today's world, don't you think?
Oh, for sure.
But did the artist, did they tap into like a universal feeling that was always there? Or did the painting itself actually shape how we perceive that emotion?
Oh, that's such a good question. It's like a chicken or the egg thing, right?
Right.
I mean, art definitely influences how we see the world.
Right.
But it also often reflects, like, the anxieties and the aspirations, the reality of the time it was created in.
So all this thinking has got me wondering, what does Kintsugi want people to do with all these like big ideas?
That's a great question. They really just want to hear your thoughts.
Oh, okay.
They're encouraging everyone to kind of join the conversation, share their own experiences,
Okay.
explore these questions on their platform, and the best part, no deadlines.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can really take your time to think about them.
That's cool. It's like a low pressure way to just like engage
Exactly.
with these big topics that could easily go right over our heads if we're not paying attention.
Right. Exactly. And if anyone, listening wants to, find out more, needs any clarification about the contest, I think they can reach out at projectplaintalk@gmail.com.
That's right.
Perfect.
While you're thinking about all of this, here's something I was pondering.
Okay.
With technology kind of blurring the lines more and more between the physical and digital worlds,
Yeah.
are we actually becoming more like the art we create?
Or is art just holding up a mirror
Oh, wow.
to our evolving reality?
That's a big one.
It is.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond just cell phones and genes and memes.
Right.
It's really about what it means to be human in this world that's changing so fast.
It is. It is definitely something to ponder.
For sure.
Wow. Okay. Lots to think about.
Yeah.